All right, we on YouTube. Finally on YouTube live and on Facebook. What's up, y'all? I am going to go into the Facebook group real quick and tag everybody. But it's kind of like an impromptu live um that I decided to do real quick because I'm excited. I'm excited. Hold on one second. I can't talk and chew at the same time, y'all. But you are, Teresa. What's up, Teresa? What's up, Theonidra? I'm gonna tag everybody. I'm sorry, one second. Everyone. All right, what's up, y'all? How's everybody holiday? Um, so before we get started, I guess I gotta introduce myself in case you do not know who I am. I am the founder of Cafune Amore Hair. I help provide a 4-step lace wig system for individuals who wear lace wigs. And I also specialize in custom-made lace wigs for individuals who are suffering from alopecia, not just wigs, actually customized hair units. So if you're new to the group and you're new to my brand, let me know what area you're from, what city, and what state you're from so I can say hello to you. And then if you're not new to the page, drop those purple hearts. Your stuff, Teresa? Did you cook or did you go to family's house? So if you see me looking from here to here, it's because I am on YouTube and then I'm also on Instagram. I cooked for Thanksgiving. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, but it was good, quiet. The normal stuff that everybody else normally cooks. All right, this is like a really last minute impromptu live. It wasn't planned. Normally Oakland, California. Oh, okay. So it's only 3:00 there. It's an afternoon. Y'all still got sunlight. It's dark as I don't know what out here at 6:00. It'd be feel like midnight out here now with the time difference. Cooked and visited. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So, Teresa, if you are a person who is suffering from alopecia, let me know what area you have thinning hair or hair loss. If you're on YouTube, let me know the same thing. What areas of hair loss do you have? You'll be back in 2 hours, right? So it's 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5:00. It gets dark. Yeah. The crown. Okay, I'm talking to you. Teresa said that she has crown alopecia. So, and edges. Okay. The reason why I'm doing this live impromptu is because I did a thing the other day. And if you're new to the page, I am a woman who suffers from alopecia. That's basically how I got into this business. This is basically, my passion and my purpose is to basically, I went from taking something that's painful or, stressful or annoying and all those other feelings that you get when you're dealing with alopecia to something that say, you know what, we can do something about this, right? We do not have to stand in this space of just feeling down and upset about, us having alopecia. I, for one, I have cicatricial alopecia. I have a form of scarring alopecia, which is basically a permanent form of hair loss. So if any of you ladies are on here and you are suffering from alopecia, the first thing I always tell people to do is to find out what form of alopecia you might have so you can find out what your options are. Unfortunately, if you are someone who has scarring alopecia like me, I'm not sure if you have it, Teresa, let me know in the comments. If you're someone who has scarring alopecia, that is a permanent form of hair loss. The hair is not going to come back. So unfortunately, we are one of those people that we always have to try to figure out a solution for our situation. A little bit backstory, my area of alopecia, you don't know, Teresa says. I suggest you go find out. And the way you find out, you're going to go to the doctor's office and you're going to go get a biopsy. They're going to cut a piece of your skin off. They're going to go test it. And then they're going to find out what form of alopecia you have. Some people have more than one form of alopecia. So it's good to find out exactly what type of alopecia you have because some hair grows back if you have alopecia. And some of it doesn't. Some of it comes and goes. But you ultimately you want to find out what your situation is, right? The reason why I did this live is because I wanted to show you guys something I've been talking about. Um, so hold on, I went to the hair salon Friday, and basically I wear wigs full time. I take no breaks at all because I have scarring alopecia. Um, So I have form alopecia. If you see me pause, it's because there's a little bit of delay from the messages that come up to me actually talking. So I might try to go back to something that somebody wrote. That's only because there's a little bit of delay. So basically, I went to the hair salon and I went to a salon, a stylist that has private rooms. Basically, it's one of those suites where there's a whole bunch of different uh, salon suites in one building where each stylist is able to service you. So it might not all be hairstylists. It could be nail techs. It could be lash techs. It could be masseuses. It could be all types of beauty businesses. And this particular stylist, she has her own suite. So it was just her and I in the office. So if you don't know before, I had not gotten my hair washed and flat ironed in I will probably say about 9 years professionally, right? If you're a woman who is like me, I don't know if you're like this. If you're suffering from alopecia, you don't really have everybody in the mom looking at your hair and your situation. So I normally do my own hair at home. But the goal is whatever hair that I do have, I always try to take care of it. And that's why I always encourage other people. If you're wearing wigs, even if you have alopecia, the goal is always still take care of what you have. We never know what options are going to be out there. We don't know what your situation is going to be. So we don't just put the wigs on and forget about our hair. We always make sure we have healthy hair underneath our hair. So I am like some of you, I have crown alopecia, which it covers from here back to about 6 inches. So when I went to the salon, she washed, blow dried my hair, and trimmed my ends. And I went there. I went there with no unit on. This is a unit. This is a customized unit, and this is what basically I wanted to show you guys. I haven't worn one of these units in about 9, 10 years right now, but I'm going to share with you guys how I did it and how I was able to basically look like myself from 20 years ago, right? So she washed, blow dried my hair. So all of this I still have back here and back here. So what happens is, I'll show you guys. Don't look at my grays because I'm gray as hell. Um, all of this is still my natural hair. Y'all see that? Now I literally cut all my hair off about 2 years ago during COVID. I don't know why, but I cut it all off. And then in the meantime, I wear wigs full time. I do 2-strand twists, and then I'll basically tie it up. Sheena Porter, you said I have the same form of alopecia as you. It's hard to find a good stylist. Yeah. So, like I said, it's been 9 years. The first person I went to was my girlfriend. So, and she's like a 45 minutes, an hour away. So it's a nice little ride. So I went to her first. And then after that, I went to this person here, which because I'm by myself, I didn't feel like uncomfortable about the situation. It's not that I'm not going to show my hair condition to everybody, but if it's just me and the stylist, I'm okay with that. So basically, that's what she did last week. And I wasn't going to put this customized hair unit on, but some just told me, just go ahead and try it and see what happens. And I wanted to show you guys what it looks like because I was extremely pleased with the results of the customized unit when I added the unit to my natural hair. So this one is, what is it? About 8 inches wide, no, about 6 inches wide, but 8 inches deep. It has no silk top or anything like that, but I'm going to show you what the inside of it looks like so that you can see what it looks like. Now my hair underneath is a little bit puffy because I'm all natural, right? And I was exercising and then it got puffy yesterday, all in a day. So I can actually be excited that I have the same issues as natural hair people, but I don't have those problems when you have it underneath a wig. So, so after she did the hair, she blow dried it, she flat ironed it and all of that. She trimmed my ends. I went home. I went home with nothing on my head. Well, I went something home in my head, but I didn't have a hair unit at the salon, is what I'm saying. Right. So once I did that, I went home and had this unit. So I had 2 units, and I want to show you guys what they look like so you can have an idea if you have crown alopecia, what your options are. But the great thing about it is I did this installation without glue. I want to repeat that, without glue. Now, I'm going to see how long this lasts, but it is secure on, and I did not use glue, y'all. So I can literally wash this off or remove the wig and not going to have a whole bunch of glue and a lot of the things that you just, I don't like really dealing with glues all the time, but a lot of those things that you just don't feel like dealing with, right? So that's the great thing about my hair units. So this is what the unit looks like. Now, these units can be customized any which way you want it to be. Now, normally what I did was I got the measuring tape and I can do a mold, or I can tell you how long and how wide my hair loss is. Some people might have really narrow. Some people could have a little bit wider, but ultimately it's a really, really basic shape. So it has like a U part right here. So you can get it any sort of type of textures. So basically, this is the texture that I have right now, which is the African American relaxed texture. This is unrelaxed. The reason why I didn't put this one on, although my hair is starting to get puffy, because when I got finished the blow dry, it actually looked really straight and flat, which it still does. It's got to go back and flat iron it. So how I did the install, basically, I kind of wish I recorded it, but I just was doing it late in the evening. You're going to normally cut it like you normally would cut the lace off. And then all I did was use my Blew Me Away lace gel that's on the website. And I just used the gel and spread it across my top. And I also spread it across this area of the unit so that the edges would make sure all the edges are going to be held down. So basically, I did that for the front forehead. And then I use that around the perimeter of the rest of the unit. Now, the size of this can be different depending on you. The width could be different. So if you have any questions, just feel free to drop them in the comment section. But ultimately, all I did was put the Blew Me Away on, attached it. Well, I don't need to do all of that. Attached it like this, right here. And then I flattened it out. I know it looks crazy because this is a different sort of texture, but that's all I did to put this unit on, and it doesn't have glue. Like, that's a big deal to be able to cover your hair loss and not have to use glue, because you already know glue could be messy, and it could be tough on your skin sometimes if you're not removing it properly. What's up, Tony? How are you? Will the latex make your head sweat? It's thin skin. And possibly if you sweat in your head, but you don't have to do the thin skin. You do not have to do the thin skin. You can have 100% lace on your unit. But and even next time, I probably won't do as much of a thin skin. Normally, I'll do a thin skin if I want to have easy cleanup. But once again, that's easy cleanup if I'm using glue, right? Now I'm installing it. I'm not installing with any sort of glue. I just use the Blew Me Away, press down, put a scarf on it, and this is how it came out. Of course, the hair was a little bit longer, right? So I went in and I trimmed it to my natural hair length, right? So this is my hair length because that's where the stylist cut my hair. And then I blended this unit in. Now, this unit was originally as long as that one. It literally came to like right here. So I just trimmed it up. And then I also razor cut the front because, my hair, naturally your hair is not like exactly perfect because I don't like the real blunt ends. So I went in and then I took the scissors and I went in and trimmed the edges like this so the edges aren't blunt. I did none of that on the video. I should have done it on the video, but I did not. But you do not have to use thin skin at all. So I finally wore, I've been sitting on this hair unit for over a year, y'all. I've been wearing wigs nonstop. And lately I just been feeling like I'm over wigs, not over them. I just didn't feel like wearing them. I want to wear my hair in a ponytail, y'all. So with this being said, because my hair loss is in the crown area, right? Let me show you what the back looks like. This is what the back looks like, right? Right? So that's what the back looks like, right? It looks completely like my own natural hair texture. Then, if I wanted to, which I'm not going to do all that, but if you wanted to open it up, this is still my hair back here. So if you wanted to, I still have my own scalp. I can still my own scalp. I still can reach into my scalp, do what I need to do, treat my natural hair underneath, and then go from there. The biggest thing, you like this texture? This is African American relaxed texture. The biggest thing with these type of customized units, you're able to get a little bit of yourself back. If you're a person who's able to take care of your natural hair and integrate a customized unit, you'll be able to basically have your natural hair back without compromising the embarrassment of having crown alopecia. So when it came all out, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like how I looked in back in 2007. No, 2007, I probably started getting alopecia. High school. This is how my hair was in high school. Okay. And then also, you're able to put it up in a ponytail. Now, normally, the grays would not be here, but I didn't get my hair dyed when I went. So normally, I can still do this and go out. Do y'all know how long it's been since I put my hair in a ponytail? To fill the back of my neck like this? So some of y'all, if y'all normally deal with wigs all the time, lace front wigs, you might not do no high ponytails, right? But this right here is a big deal. You don't realize how things like that will change until you're able to do it again. So yeah. Can that made win a 100% lace small cap? Yes, Tony. It might be if you do a customized unit, it does take time. Customized unit does take time, but it definitely can be made. You can always DM me and then we can chat on it. But these customized units, they take about 8 to 12 weeks. Yeah, 8 to 12 weeks. So this type of unit, it did take some time to make, but it was worth the wait, right? Because it looks like my own natural hair blended in. And once I get these grays dyed back, this is all going to blend in way better. But the texture really mimics my own natural texture. And this part right here, like I said, is puffy because I was doing too much this meeting. So I just wanted to come on here and show you guys real quick. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send them in the chat. If you're on YouTube, make sure you send them on the chat as well, because I'm looking at both, so I'm able to answer your questions. I dropped the link down here, and basically that is, let me say that good. Hold on. I did, oh, there we go. So there is the link for a customized unit. So normally how the customized units are, I have to find out what you're looking for, right? I have to find out if you want what type of length. Well, this one was 14 inches, but I cut it up. So normally you want something that's a little bit longer, and then you can cut it to your natural hair length. Now it can be in different textures as well, but the goal is to match your natural texture as much as possible. It's not going to be exact, of course, but the goal is to make sure that we're customizing it so you're able to match your own natural hair texture. Let me see if I can't. Hold on. I can't see all the comments. If you're just joining, watching on replay, make sure you hashtag replay and let me know you came on here on replay. I told myself it wasn't going to be real extra long because this was like a last minute live, but I was so excited about the way my hair came out yesterday, Friday, that I had to share it with y'all. Let me see. I shared the link right here. That is for a customized unit. So if you were interested in it, nope, it doesn't paste. Nope. If you're interested in a customized unit, basically we accept the deposit and then I'll call you and you'll basically have a one-on-one consultation with me. I want you to be very, open with your hair loss. Let me see what it looks like, what shape it is in regards to where the hair loss is. And then we basically will customize it and shape it in a way that will cover your thin area. or your balding area. And from there, we take the measurements. It will be a generic shape. It's not going to be exact because we're not doing a head mold. If we did a head mold, we're talking a whole another 4 weeks of time to take to make the unit, which means that it'll be even longer for you to get your wig. It'll be like 4 or 5 months. So that's a very, very long time for a customized hair unit. But these units does take about 8 to 12 weeks to make. And then that's basically it. So once you go through the consultation, you'll tell me like, the length, your hair texture. I'll be able to talk to you, have a chat with you. And then we will place the order and then you can make payments in between. But the deposit would be the $300. So do you guys have any additional questions in the comment section? I probably should get more full lace wigs in this texture. Let me find out. Let me see if I can get some. Hold on it. So I guess what lengths would y'all like? If you tell me the lengths, then I'll be able to make sure that they're available as well. But if you're new to the group or the page, I'm gonna show you what the unit looks like. And basically the goal of my customized hair units is to cover any sort of thinning hair and to make it look as natural as possible. And that's basically what I did with this. And I'm excited and I'm happy on how it came out. Like I said, I haven't done this in like about over 10 years. Last time I had that, my son was in my stomach. But I still think this one came out even more natural. Yes, ma'am. 14 inches of full lace wig. Linda, hey, what's up, girl? 14 inches. Okay, 14 inches is the magic number. 14 and 16, I always know is the magic number. Yeah, and this is relaxed hair texture. And then yesterday, girl, y'all, it was flowing. It was just hanging. I was like this. I was like, oh, I was getting all extra, y'all. I was just swinging. I was like, oh, I got body today. Yo, if you haven't had your hair out in a very long time, you be acting a fool like me, because I was. I was like, what? I was talking to people like, yeah, I did all that yesterday. Do y'all have any other questions for me? If not, I'm going to be heading out and eat dinner soon. And if you're watching on replay, #replay, let me know you're watching on replay. And if you guys have any person that needs this information, that's valuable information, how to cover their own form of alopecia, their own area, please send them this video. I have other videos on YouTube and other spaces where I talk about alopecia all the time. But, this is just a really good option for women who are suffering from crown alopecia. Now, if you want to do your edges as well, that's possible as well. We will just have to measure your ear-to-ear measurement and then how far the alopecia was going back towards your front hairline and then how much of your crown space will be covered. Now, that may be a little bit more of a mold that is necessary because we're talking about two different spaces. You wouldn't want the customized hair unit to come maybe down right here. You might only want it to be the edges and then back, right? So it really just depends. So once we have the consultation, we can talk it all through and then figure out what will be the best option for you. So if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to be heading out. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds and then I'm going to enjoy my Sunday. Now, I don't know when I'm going to put this one on. I got to see how straight this one gets. This one's nice and soft, but I like it flat like this. All right. Since you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to be heading out. Hopefully, I'll get to talk to y'all on my next live. All right. So until next time, you guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy y'all work week. Make sure y'all probably stay masked up because everybody was with everybody. And how do you make appointment, Linda? I have the link down here. So either you can do one of two ways. You can set it up on the consultation side. If you go to the bottom of the website, it'll say book a consultation. I think it's actually on the top, actually, after I think about it. It's on the top, book a consultation. And then we'll just discuss what your hair needs are and then get you measured. So once we get you measured on what size you need, then we'll be able to, get the textures you want, the length, the color, and things like that. Can you inbox me the full cost of a full lace, 14-inch full lace wig? Yes, ma'am. Yes, I can. Tony, I might not have it tonight for you, but I could probably have it by tomorrow for a full lace customized unit, right? Yeah, that's gonna probably take some time. Yeah, I'll have it. And then let me know. And when you DM me, Tony, what density do you want? And that's the other thing, guys. When you're small cap, I just need to know what density you want medium density, light hairline. And that's the other thing. When we're going over the details of it, we're going over how thick you want the unit. So this one is considered a medium, but I did make some adjustments when I got it. And you can tell like how flat it is that it wasn't real extra thick. I didn't go in all crazy with a flat iron or anything like that to flatten out my base. This is literally naturally, basically how it was. And then I just made a little bit of few adjustments here and there, which I still want to make a little bit more. But, looking at my natural hair, knowing what my natural hair looked like, this is the density of what my natural hair would have been. I wanted to look like that one with a thinner hairline. Okay. Hey, Auntie, who's AJ? Oh, that's Nia. My niece is on YouTube. Hey, girl. Um, but okay, so I won't have that number today, but I would have it by tomorrow. And I didn't put it in the chat over here, but it's in the description box on YouTube. So if you go on the description box, you'll see the link for the consult, like for the deposit for the consultation. That was my density as well. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, medium is good. And plus, if you have a small head, you don't really. I mean, I'm putting words in mouth, but most of the time, when people have small heads, they don't need a lot of hair unless you just like a lot of hair. But a lot of times, when you have a small little cute head, you don't need a whole bunch of hair, and it fills it up anyway. So, all right, you guys, it was great chatting with you guys. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to wait a couple of seconds. If not, I'm going to head out, and I will talk to you guys soon. But if you do, and I happen to log off, go into my Facebook group. It's called Installing Lace Wigs with Confidence. And then I answer all questions in there. Installing Lace Wigs with Confidence. That's my Facebook group. So if you ever have any questions with lace wigs, hair loss, care for your wigs, all that good stuff, put it in there and I'll be able to make sure I answer it. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.